This is WDIO Prep Sports Extra.
Hello, football fans, and welcome to Prep Sports Extra. I'm Spencer Pierce. Alongside me, of course, Liam Fellman. We're going to hear from Mary Scorch in just a bit. No, don't check that calendar. MEA weekend has pushed our Minnesota Friday games up to today, Wednesday.
Well, and just because it was a short week doesn't mean teams aren't still bringing the heat. Lots of critical matchups in this final week of the regular season.
That's absolutely right. Hermantown football has only lost once this season, and that was to Grand Rapids in Week 5. Now they look to finish their season on a high note in what may be the game of the year. The Hawks flying into their home turf to battle another 6-1 team, North Branch, whose only loss was also Grand Rapids. And we start fast, and when I say fast, I mean third in the state in rushing yards fast. Martin Sleen bouncing off defenders with no hesitation, brings this one 66 yards to the house. Hermantown would go up 6, and after a North Branch fumble, Bryson Eishin, the fullback, gets his number called. Number 44, that's me! Long rumble into the end zone. Hawks would go up 15-0. North Branch would punch in a touchdown to cut into the lead, but Hermantown pitches it to Martin Sleen. You ever heard of the guy? Another 66-yard scamper to the end zone. Sleen gets slick. Hermantown, they win handily, 56-26. They may just see North Branch again next week. Cherry looking to rebound against a 6-1 Barnum team after falling to Deer River last week. Barnum up 7-0 already, so what would the Tigers do? Well, they'd hand it off to Isaiah Osama and let him do the work. He skirts around all the Bombers, and after a 2-point conversion, the Tigers go up 8-7, but Barnum, they won't quit, and neither will Julian Beckstrand. Rumbles, bumbles, stumbles all the way into the end zone. What a run to put the Bombers back out in front. How about Beckstrand again with a nose for the end zone a bit later? He finds Pater yet again, and Barnum wins handily 52-8. Meanwhile, Rockridge visited a Grand Rapids team that's 3-0 at home this season. First play from scrimmage for the T-Hawks. End around, Jackson Rabbers off to the races. 68 yards to the house. It's a 7-0 lead off the bat. Next Rapids drive, just their third play from scrimmage. Mason Johnson up the gut and out of the gates. 24 yards to the pylon and right into your living room. 14-0 T-Hawks lead. Second quarter, special teams coming into play. Marcus Thiel finds a lane, and you can say goodbye. A 68-yard return had the Thunderhawks rolling. Grand Rapids makes a statement in their season finale, 63-6 over Rockridge.
Meanwhile, Cloquet on a 3-game win streak, looking to finish their regular season with a 4th win. Duluth-Denfeld looking to snap a 2-game losing skid facing the Lumberjacks. Well, we'll pick it up here into the second quarter. The cameraman is going to fall asleep here in the first quarter, but Kalijah Thomas, he's going to start streaking down the sideline. He'll go all the way and gets in for the touchdown to put the Hunters in front 6-0. And now Cloquet on the attack. They run the reverse. Nashton Johansson, that's ripped out by Hans Hovland to give Denfeld the ball right back. The Hunters would march all the way down to the red zone. After that, and they would hand it off here to Dion Bergner. He bounces it to the outside and wins the foot race to the pylon for the touchdown. The Hunters would take this one 25-7. McGregor took a trip looking for another win on the season, facing Carlton Wrenshall, looking to put themselves in the win column. The Mercury struck on the very first play. Hunter Rubich gets the handoff. He'll run to the outside, and he'll take this one 60 yards up the sideline to the crib. And then towards the end of the half, Braden Paquette will air it out to Cooper Guyon. He goes up over the defense to reel it in for the touchdown. The Raptors had an answer, though. With time expiring, Colton Johnson finds Bright Bartshak, who races to the 67-yard score to get Carlton on the board. Still, McGregor won 38-18.
Two 5-2 teams met on the field this evening, looking to be the team to end their season with a win. Esko coming in off of a win over Pine City, facing two Harbors who fell to Pequot Lakes last week. Esko's QB Connor Dahlman passes it off to Ben Schmitz, who finds a gap to slide through, and he's off to the races. Staying in front of the defense, Schmitz will take it all the way for an Esko touchdown. They now lead 6-0. Second quarter now, and the Agates have the ball. Axel Morsit sends the ball high to Will Franzen, with Graham Hartlieb comes to make the steal. Esko capitalizes with a TD from Schmitz again for the 12-0 lead. And Esko wins it 28-6. Bigfork and Southridge both coming in after big wins last week, aiming to finish things out with a win. The Panthers get things started with a pass from Daniel Hakes. He floats this to Isaac Kuhn, and he's in for the 6th. Panthers on the board. Later, it's Aiden Tondrick trying to add to the scoreboard, but this ball pops free. Bigfork going the other way. The very next play, the Panthers rush to get this, gets home. This ball hits the ground. Southridge gets it right back, and Daniel makes Hakes would make the most of it, and Keepson finds the end zone. Southridge wins 36-0.
A lot of big scores today. We're done. Prep Sports Extra is over, but playoff football just around the corner. We're going to see some great games. That's all the time we have this week. Thanks for sticking with us all season. Be sure to join us next week for some highlights.